allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. You know, Miss Williams, typically people's facial expressions don't bother me that much, but yours are bothering me right now. I know it's taking a long time, but you okay, Miss Williams? Just sit up, okay?
Mr. Williams?
No, not Mr. Williams. You good. Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Maria Williams. I should have said the full name.
My phone is on 2%. I'm at work. This is my second day at this job.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to set aside any warrants they may be out there. I'm also going to
warrants
remove Ms. Weeks. When have you just spoke out? Whenever you want to.
I just made a statement.
Miss Weeks.
I plead guilty. However, I'm pleading guilty because wrap this case up and
it. Wait.
All right. Stop. Well, nope. I was about to say, there we go. When you want to have a bench trial? See, Mr. Williams, what you don't get to do is say, I'm not guilty, but I'm a plea, because that's called, I can't do that. You're not going to threaten my bar license at all, or my ability to be a judge. And what you just said further let me know that I can't take a plea today. Sorry, Attorney Baughman, he wants to explain.
Today's docket brings us a trio of defendants, each with their own flair, to liven up the court proceedings. Although Judge Marlena Taylor is faced with a couple of female defendants who seem to have brought their attitude along with their legal troubles. Unfortunately, these two ladies took a wrong turn by bringing a truckload of drama to the courtroom. Judge Taylor, usually cool, calm, and collected, finds her patience stretched to the limit as she matches the spunk with her own brand of judicial fortitude. These defendants might find they've bitten off more than they can chew by testing the waters with the Honourable Judge Taylor. However, the third defendant, while not rude, might need a roadmap to understand the plea process. Will Judge Taylor succeed in bringing order to her courtroom? Stay tuned as we witness the interplay of law and attitude in today's courtroom drama.
Hello?
Now calling. Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing blessed today. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. He got payment arrangements on what? On the last count? Okay. Now calling on another one too. Oh, okay. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Ira Liddell Williams. This is ticket SP 1412453, count 1. Driver's license never acquired, count 2. No insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1188603, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. You know, Miss Williams, typically people's facial expressions don't bother me that much, but yours are bothering me right now. I know it's taking a long time, but you okay, Miss Williams? Just sit up, okay?
Mr. Williams?
No, not Mr. Williams. You good. Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Maria Williams. I should have said the full name.
My phone is on 2%. I'm at work. This is my second day at this job. And I need it. I've been here for 2 hours, so I'm not trying to bother you. I just really need to get called.
I'll see you on January 10th. Go ahead, log off. You're welcome. Note to myself, attitude was spectacular. Attitude was spectacular. 11024. Sorry about that, Mr. Williams, okay?
No, you're okay.
You'll be blessed because of it, okay? All right.
Hello,
what's your name?
Sharice Weeks. You keep getting disconnected. I was in the waiting room waiting for it to get.
Yeah, you should have been here, Miss Weeks. You should have just been in here. I have you down. I'll call your matter right now, okay? I had Miss Weeks. She was already in here too. Now calling the matter. Miss Weeks, I need to see your whole face too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There you go. You're welcome. Now calling the matter of the people versus Sharice Marie Weeks. This is ticket SP 1499761, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2 is in default. It's drive through private property or alley to avoid signal. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Would you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Sharice Weeks.
Thank you, Ms. Weeks. Judge, we have moved to set aside the default, and we've waive any more formal reading of the information complaint or warrant and ask that the matter be set for a next action date, a pretrial, please.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to set aside any warrants they may be out there. I'm also going to
Wait, warrants.
remove Ms. Weeks. When have you just spoke out whenever you want to?
I just made a statement.
Miss Weeks. You can say, excuse me for a second and then ask me, okay? It may not be a warrant. You may have just missed your last court date, which means it's a show cause. But if there are any warrants, I'm going to lift them so they're not up there on you, okay? It just may be a show cause. That's why your ticket went into default, because you didn't show up to your last court date. Did you show up to your last court date?
I didn't know I even had court.
Exactly. So you ain't show up, okay? So, but you here today, so we good, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna take her ticket out of default. That way she doesn't get any points, because driving through alley gives you a point on your license. Okay,
and
you don't want
right
that.
across the street. Like if I would show you where it is,
Miss Weeks. I've been at the light before. Miss Weeks, I drive in the city. I know y'all don't like to believe that, but I drive. I'm a driver. And let me tell you the number of times that I've seen people go around, cut through the gas station, do all these wonderful things so that they can hurry up and get home. Because waiting at the light, them extra 3 seconds is really going to change it. And I can see if it's an emergency. Listen, I'm all for it. If they going towards that hospital and you see them and they like going, but y'all be rushing to get nowhere at all but home or some other place. So I'm going to set this for a pretrial on the date of January the 10th. Don't forget that date. Write it down, Miss Weeks. January the 10th at 8:30 a.m. I'm going to set your bond at $0. And we're going to make sure we can take care of both of these tickets that day, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll see you then, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
I will. Thank you. Mr. Willie Joe Williams Jr. You know how to unmute yourself, Mr. Willie Joe Jr.? You see me asking you to unmute? Hit the unmute. I know you've been having issues. Go ahead. You see me asking you? Unmute it. There you go. Hot dog, mister. All right. I know. He had trouble yesterday all morning long trying to get connected. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, I'm going to dismiss this without prejudice. Sir, make sure you keep everything valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you. Lavish Williams.
I'm here.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Lavish T.M. Williams. This is ticket 742-383. Count 1, disobey lawful order of police. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Williams. State your name, please.
Lavish T. Williams.
Thank you, Judge. So this is a show cause. The defendant should be arraigned here as not guilty. He waives any more formal reading of the information complaint or warrant. However, he is also going to waive his right to any further hearings or trials in this matter. He's going to plead guilty as charged. The recommendation here is for a 90-day delayed sentence. I have explained to the defendant what that means here.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty, but please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
I talked to the attorney today.
Yes. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No one did that.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
I plead guilty. I'm guilty. However, I'm pleading guilty because wrap this case up and
That's it. Wait.
All right. Well, no. I was about to say, there we go. When you want to have a bench trial? See, Mr. Williams, what you don't get to do is say, I'm not guilty, but I'm a plea because that's called, I can't do that. You're not going to threaten my bar license at all or my ability to be a judge. And what you just said further let me know that I can't take a plea today. Sorry, Attorney Baldwin, he wants to explain.
I understand completely. Let me just add that, here in the United States of America, you can't say that you're not guilty at the same time when you say you're guilty. If you say you're guilty, you can't retract that in the next breath, or else we leave it to the prosecutor to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. There's standards here. We can't just accept you saying I'm guilty. I'm not guilty, but I'm just going to do this as a matter of convenience. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to go in depth with you about that, but Your Honor, at this point, would you set the matter for a trial, sir? Would you agree that you don't need a jury, that that's probably an unnecessary complication today? I mean, at your next hearing?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to just pay fine.
Yeah, but in order to do that, nobody can fine you unless you confess to having done something. What you've done is said, I just want to pay the fine, but I really didn't do anything. And that's not proper here. We just want to protect your rights. You'll be okay. We'll set it for a trial. Are you willing to waive your right to a jury trial and appear before the judge at a bench trial by Zoom next time?
Sure.
Okay. I feel you're deflated and don't worry about it. We'll probably actually get a chance at it next time, but now you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not the only one. I've had people get on and say, I'm not guilty, but I just want to take a plea. And we can't do that because the point of having this criminal justice system is not just so you can take a plea. It's so that you can plead to something that you're guilty of. And you shouldn't be taking pleas on stuff in all of life on stuff that you ain't doing.
As a defense attorney, I agree. I agree.
All right, so I'm going to set this for a bench trial. Let me see if I can get him a little. I got it crazy. My clerk said no. Can I squeeze him in? My clerk is looking at me like I'm crazy right now. How about December 8th?
Oh, that would be perfect. That would be cutting it short.
That way I won't give him as much because I feel his defeated spirit as well. However, Mr. Williams, when you talk to the next person, make sure you just get all the information out. The officer will have to appear for this hearing, and then you can decide on that day how you want to move forward. I won't change my mind and make it anything crazy. I just want you to make the best decision on your part. And remember, your words have power. Okay, sir?
All right.
All right.
Thank
so
you.
I'll see you then. 9 a.m. Bond set at $0 personal. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Via Zoom, sir. Via Zoom still, the way you signed on. Okay. All right.
All comments, viewpoints, interpretations, and insights expressed in this video are for education and entertainment purposes. All individuals featured in the video are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Please do not attempt to contact, locate, or engage with any individuals featured in the video.